right. Player ratings. I won't ramble about other stuff because then I get lost and I speak about different stuff. And so let's start right away with the player ratings. Obviously, these ratings are for the match of Inter versus AC Milan. So if somebody played good or bad during the match, I would say so. But if in the next match we play terribly, I would say so in the next match. Like these are obviously separated stuff, but let's go. Fonseca deserves an 8 for this match. He prepared the match very, very well. He managed to put our beloved Chalanoglu into a small cage, and Morata was always keeping an eye on him, and Abraham was keeping an eye on him. So they were bullying Chalanoglu the whole game, and that was really effective. He managed to stop Inter in the midfield, and this shows that he prepared the match pretty well. So all good. If the players don't score, then in front of the goal, then it's not his fault. If Abraham doesn't score, if Okafor doesn't score, you can't say nothing about that. It's not Fonseca's fault. He deserves an 8. He did good this time. His all-out attacking AC Milan strategy worked, and he deserves some praise. Let's go on. I will start, obviously. I will go from defense to attack, okay? So the votes here are pretty much all positive, apart from for a couple from one, really. Okay, you will see. Maignan, our goalkeeper. I will give him a 7 because he saved us in at least two pretty much big chances for Inter. One was Thuram, and the other was Lautaro, I think. Maignan is a great goalkeeper. I have nothing to say to Maignan. Yes, his match against Liverpool was bad, but in this match, he was always ready. All good. 7. Let's go with our center backs. Tomori, I will give him a 6. He didn't do his best game. He could have done better. He didn't do anything incredible. I think a 6 is a fair rating for Tomori for his performance overall. He could have done better in the goal from Inter, from Di Marco there, by creating the offside trap. But yeah, overall, I think 6 is a fair vote. Let's go with Gabbia, Matthew Cage in English. Matteo Gabbia. Matteo Gabbia, 8 MVP, absolute MVP. Great attitude, and not only for the goal, for the defense as well, because he did some pretty great interventions in defense. Gabbia, the heart of AC Milan, the soul, the thing that we crave from AC Milan players. A great game from Gabbia. He deserves to be called into the national team, and I think he will be called in the national team, and we will see him there too. Let's go on our fullbacks. Hernandez, I think he played smartly. He didn't overdo things, but he defended when he had to defend, and he attacked when he had some space, so he didn't go recklessly on attack. For that, I will give him a 6.5. I think he did a good game overall. While his friend Emerson, the King Royale, so the first half was mamma mia. The second half was mamma mia, bravo. So it's a dual thing. I will give him a 6 because of those mamma mia. The goal for not pressing, but I didn't understand the choice of Emerson Royale leaving Di Marco alone to double up on who was Lautaro? Thuram? I don't remember, but two on the Inter player, because there was enough coverage there, really. So I don't understand that choice, bad choice, and they left Di Marco alone, who then scored. You don't do that. So the same goal is always the same goal that we get. So I will give him a 6 anyway, because in the second half he did some interesting crosses actually, in which so the first one after a couple of minutes in the second half, Leao he did well. It was a good header from Leao, but then Sommer, great goalkeeping there, nothing to say. But then there was another cross in which it was a very good cross for Leao, but Leao was too far away from the goal, and he wasn't there. Let's go into our midfield. Fofana. It's a hard one too. I will give him a 6 because he too many passes wrong. Too many passes were wrong, and like I think the idea of doing a verticalization, is it called verticalizzazione in Italian, was a Fonseca idea, obviously, but that pass has to be really precise, and a lot of passes from Fonseca were pretty bad, and create us some problems. It didn't help that Reijnders many times was all out attacking and wasn't there to help defend. But I will give him a 6 to Fofana overall. But he needs to work on his passing because it's too dangerous. Too dangerous. Reijnders. I'll give him a 7 because his assist in the end was great, and he also gave to Abraham a very, very beautiful ball, a beautiful through pass. Then Abraham didn't quite. Could have done better. But that, yeah, Reijnders is finding his role now. He's doesn't help much in defense though. He's pretty much we knew that Reijnders is more of an attacking midfielder, and you can see that he left Fofana alone quite some time. So Fofana had to manage the situation a little bit, helped by Morata because Morata was coming back so much. It was in the heat map, it was crazy. And now let's go to our attack. Attack. We have Leao, as usual, bad, an annoying attitude. In the first half, I was watching Leao, and I was getting tired by watching Leao. It was tiring me. It was just like really always walking. In the goal that we conceded, Leao wasn't pressing. It's always the same stuff. Leao doesn't press, and then the player has time to think what to do, right? So Leao has to change this mentality. He has to change his attitude somehow. I don't know if it's even possible now because we have been saying this forever. We want to see Leao that we saw with Paris Saint-Germain. This is the Leao that I want to see every game, or at least a Leao that tries harder. It's true that we didn't play a lot in the left side. We went more for the right side this time, but it's not an excuse because when he had the ball, he could have done much better. And if I were Fonseca, I would have took it off at the end of the first half because it was like playing without a player. Okay, so if Fonseca chose to took it off the pitch, I would have said nothing because it was just like too much. He missed the chance also. The thing that I was talking about before, Emerson Royal cross. It was late. Overall, the usual attitude from Leao. Unfortunately, let's see. We keep saying this. Let's see if it gets better. We will see. Let's go into our strikers. Now let's go first on Pulisic. Pulisic, another great game. In the beginning, I thought that the game was going to be like the usual. So Pulisic scores a goal, and then we lose the game. That kind of vibe. The same with Liverpool, because the game was similar in the beginning. But then this time we won. The goal is really beautiful. Half of the Inter defense there was sleeping. I'll give them that. But then Pulisic is just like, to me, is a top player. I didn't know that he was so much criticized by English fans, especially for his time in Chelsea. To me, Pulisic is just like a great player. Since when he came here, it's like I have never any problems with Pulisic really. And after the goal, going to Inter fans and it was cool to watch. And now let's go to the main guys, the main actors of this play, Morata and Abraham. Morata and Abraham did a hell of a job in this game. Check out Morata's heat map. It's crazy. He basically played as almost as a midfielder there, and he was there a lot. He kept following chalanoglu throughout the whole game. An amazing performance from Morata in that sense. Now he didn't score, okay, but the work that he did when we were not in possession, was really, really valuable. So great match from Morata. And the same from Abraham. Abraham, I would like to give him a higher score than a 7. I think like 7.5 is the perfect score, but I'll give it a 7 just for that goal that we didn't score. Okay, he had like this great, beautiful chance that we didn't capitalize on. That was a bit of a pity, but like the whole attitude. This was his first derby. Beautiful attitude, like he's a fighting, a warrior. And yeah, if he stays healthy and he keeps doing this, then I'll have I have nothing to say to our Tammy Abraham. It was like if you check them, if you watch the match again, you will see how much he talks, how much he speaks to everybody. He always like checking, focused, very very much focused throughout the whole game. Everybody was focused this time, but Abraham was always watching, watching if Morata was keeping track of chalanoglu or not. It was like checking all around and making sure that people were doing their job. So it was amazing to watch. And then in the end, when the Leao and Fofana, was it that they kept like the corner flag and they put their own shirt? Then I think it was Abraham who went there and said like, no, let's avoid this kind of stuff. So yeah, Abraham has been great. Has been great. Nothing to say there. Keep going like this, but score next time, please. And then we have the substitutes. Really, there is not enough room for me to rate the substitute. I will only say that Okafor, you can't miss those goals because if we were losing at that time, at that moment, you can't miss that. You absolutely cannot miss a goal like that. You're not even tired because you just came in, you know? If I had to rate, like, it would be a 5 or even less, but like we won, so let's forget about this, I guess. And yeah, who came in? I don't remember. Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, we see that he's struggling there. There's not like a proper role for him. We said this already. We saw this again. And we'll see. We will see what happens with Loftus-Cheek, but it's kind of out of his role at the moment. Maybe he can learn to play there better. Okay, if I forgot anybody, let me know. About Chukwueze, but yeah, non-rateable, I guess. So let me know what you thought, what you think. What are your ratings? If you agree or if you disagree, let me know. And you have a very, very nice day, and I'll see you soon. Yeah. Va bene, dai. Dai, ciao ciao.